So if we have a man overboard, we want to make sure that we throw something that we're able to throw, have things ready to throw to them. You just undo the strap. You open the bag. See this little thing? You squeeze it,
Yeah.
and you open this,
And then
you just pull a few feet out. You grab this handle.
Yeah.
You grab this handle, and you throw the whole thing. And as you throw it,
Like as hard as you can.
this line's just gonna go. It's gonna come out, and you threw the line out there. But it's also attached to the boat. So when the person that's in the water grabs the line,
pull 'em in.
we can start pulling them in. This one, here's the line. It's tethered to the boat. Right? It's attached here. All you do is go to this side. You grab this, and you pull the Velcro up. Open this, and just grab this black handle. You're gonna wiggle this. We're gonna open it up, and you just throw it. And there's a bunch of line down in here, and the other end of the line is attached to the boat. So when you get this in the ocean, you would grab this, you put it around yourself like this, and this end is going to the boat, and they're gonna pull you in. Again, these all have reflective tape on it, on both sides.
Does it come with the reflective tape?
No, we put the reflective tape on. So that's it. So this is how, now if the person was unconscious and they were really heavy, we can take this line, undo it, we can run it to the helm, wrap it around a winch, and then we would use the winch to lift their body out of the water.
You could just do that even if it was like me.
Okay. Remember, the other thing that we practiced before is that as soon as somebody goes in,
Yeah,
everybody
you
yells
throw
man
up.
overboard, and you never ever take your eyes off that person. Right? And just like when we're anchoring or driving the boat, we would say man overboard, 2 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and you call out loud. So the person that's driving the boat knows where they are. Because when we're in any kind of seas, even this, remember your head is like a little pin, the top of a pin. And it's hard to find it. The waves are going up and down, so sometimes, oh, I see them, oh, now I don't. Now I see them, now I don't. So you always have to keep looking.
Say Michael going forward, I can see him.
If it's dark, listen, if it's happened to be at nighttime, which is the absolute worst time for man overboard, because this stuff has reflective tape all around here. So the flashlight will hit one of these and we'll see it glitter a little bit, and that'll help us find the person.
You sure?
If we're probably on the marina. But I doubt I'm not gonna fall man overboard. That is.
So be smart.
Or else I'll finish the trip by swimming. I'll just.
You go through all the full explanation of this, and then they're instead of saying this is too complicated, they just say, yeah, I'm not going to go overboard. This is too complicated. I'll just stay on the boat.
Yeah, I'll just stay inside. I'll just stay inside, and if I fall overboard, I'm gonna take some dolphin.
All right. So in general, the conclusion of this class is that
I
nobody
falls over.
goes overboard.
Well, try
So it's day one of our 1100 nautical mile journey, non-stop from Eleuthera. Actually, we left from the southern part of Harbor Island, but essentially Eleuthera in Bahamas. And we're doing a non-stop run to St. Thomas in the US Virgin Islands. So this will be by far OliLuki's longest single passage. Should take us about 7 days, and by far the longest distance we've ever traveled in that single run, at just short of 1,100 nautical miles. So it's good sailing so far. We're looking at about 20, actually it's about 18 knots of wind gusting into the low 20s, and we're going to be taking what's known as the I-65 route. So we're not taking the thorny path along all the islands, working our way down to U.S. Virgin Islands. We're doing a offshore passage, which puts us more than 500 miles offshore. We have been out here now for Monday. We're on our 5th day out at sea. We are currently 300 and maybe 350 miles, nautical miles away from Dominican Republic, about 330 something miles from the southern part of Puerto Rico, and 340, I believe, 1 miles away from our destination. Of St. Thomas. Wow, those are some dark skies. So I meant to record the first 3 or 4 days that we were out here, but to be honest, the seas were pretty darn big and a little way bigger than forecasted, and it was just uncomfortable. And yeah, we weren't much in the capacity of filming, but now that we're kind of on the final long stretch, I mean 300 some miles, that's about another roughly 2 days that we'll be making tracks here. But then we will be arriving towards we'll round St. Thomas on the northwestern end of the island around into Crown Bay, and I think we're gonna park OliLuki in a marina and just regroup, wash her down, because she has performed stellar out here in the big seas, but we are covered from head to toe in salt, and the ocean out here is amazing. It's like a deep purple. Water depths in the area we're in right now are beyond 16,000 feet, so that's some serious water, and there is a lot of ocean on this planet. It's a little different. It's mainly a mindset, I think. You know, when we left, as far as how far away we are, we went to take the what's called the I-65 route down to St. Thomas. So you're not traveling along the Caribbean islands. You go way out. From when we left Eleuthera, you travel out in a northeasterly direction, and you end up, it's not halfway, but roughly halfway between the Caribbean and Bermuda. So you're way offshore. We were roughly 600 miles offshore, which for us is a big deal. That's the furthest we've ever been away from land. And now we've made the turn, and we've been sailing. Right now we're motoring because the winds have transitioned, and they're going to be turning back to what's normally the easterly or trade winds that will blow back towards essentially Florida. And so we're working our way to position ourselves for this final little turn that will allow us to take a beam reach and sail into St. Thomas. If you make the turn too early, then you risk the winds, the easterly winds, kind of pushing you, and you'll be crabbing, or you may miss St. Thomas and you'll end up in Puerto Rico. So it's important not to make this turn too early. So we're pretty much at the 65th parallel. We've made the turn, and hopefully these dark skies don't turn. There's no forecast for rains. We have had some serious squalls in the last 2 days, really big downpours, but no thunderstorms, no lightning or anything of that nature. And it was just a real heavy downpour. So it was nice to have the boat kind of rinsed off. But that's it. Again, we're heading into the final stretch, the last, probably the last 2 days. And we look forward to seeing land again and arriving in a place we have never been to. So that's it from the North Atlantic as we make our final run down to the Caribbean Sea. Ba-ba-boop, ba-ba-ba-doop, boop, boop. Okay, that was silly. All right, ciao. After 6 nights, we're in our 7th day here out at sea. So it's nice to be here. We are so ready to get on land and do a little stretching and walking. 7 days on a boat is a long time. So now we got to park this baby. Hey.
I got some groceries. This is the stuff I got. I got 2 vanilla yogurts. I got some coconut water. I got some raspberries. I got some onions. Yogurt.
What kind of onions?
The long string ones.
Oh, the green onions?
Yeah. I got cucumbers.
Cucumbers, okay.
I got red and golden delicious apples.
Oh, you guys love the golden delicious.
And I love the red ones too.
Okay.
And I got some jalapenos, and that is it for all the groceries that we got. Yay!
Jalapeno peppers.
Now, it's time to feast. I'm eating all this today.
Really?
I'm gonna cut this all up and make one big feast. Except, this I'm gonna quickly eat for a snack.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are arriving to the U.S. Virgin Islands. Please keep your legs, arms inside the vessel till we come to a complete and final stop. Captain will, at that point, lower the anchor, turn off the engines. At that time, and only at that time, may you stand and gather your belongings as items have definitely shifted in the past 6 days. We thank you for joining us on today's passage, riding with us on SV OliLuki. Welcome to the Caribbean Sea. Thank you. Have a nice day.